Good evening and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Queensland Cup quarterfinals between Olympic FC and North Lakes United, live and free on FQTV. My name is Josh Onafinger. I'll be taking you through tonight's proceedings, and we've got an interesting clash on our hands tonight here at Goodwin Park. Obviously, Olympic FC doing so well, currently first in the FQPL Division 1, whereas on the other side of the coin, North Lakes United currently sitting 9th in the NPL. So this should be, on what looks like on paper, a pretty evenly contested match. Now North Lakes have made 8 changes to their side that defeated the FQ Academy on the weekend 4-3. A host of changes see that their first team drop out, including Ashley Hummels, their leading goal scorer. She's going to start this one on the bench. So we might see her later in the game if we need some fresh legs. Olympic FC, they're in red tonight. They're going to be led by Kira Lee Phillips. And North Lakes United, they're wearing the white. They're going to be led tonight by Rachel Fraser, the regular captain Willow Lucana. She's sitting this one out tonight. So looks like Fraser's just looking for confirmation on which way they might be kicking. But we're all set to go here in the Queensland Cup quarterfinals. Of course, one of the quarterfinals has already been played. That was over the weekend. The Mackay Lions went down to Brothers Townsville 1-0 thanks to an 85th minute winner. And we've got two other quarterfinals in action tonight. Eastern Suburbs taking on Michelton FC, and Capalaba, they play host to Brisbane City. That's also live with commentary on FQTV. So lots of options there for your viewing pleasure tonight. Let's run through the results so far for both sides in the Queensland Cup. Well, for Olympic FC, they've been completely dominant. 3 matches, they've scored 15 goals and only conceded 1. They defeated the SWQ Thunder 6-0 in round 3. Ipswich Knights 4-0. That was in round 4. And then most recently, they defeated FQ Academy 5-1. For North Lakes United, they've only played twice. They came into the competition at round 4, defeating the Peninsula Power 2-1, and then getting over Palm Beach by the same margin in round 5. Olympic FC get this one underway, and yeah, let's see which side comes out the stronger. It's a nice ball through to Phillips. And she's getting an early touch on the ball, which is good to see. Now Swain heads out to Muir now, goes for the cross, and unsuccessful, so we're going to see an early goal kick. Casey Poyler, she's into the side and into the right back position by the looks of things. Adventurous ball looking down the line. Chisholm comes out though from her goal, and it's a good sign of aggression early. Daly brings the ball down now. Swain has it at her feet and heads back to Muir. This front 3 for Olympic, or front 4 really, they've been so effective so far this year in the FQPL. As I said, it's currently sitting first in that division. Only lost once and only conceded 4 goals in the league all season. Quite a record to date. Let's see if their strong defence holds up against an NPL side tonight in North Lakes, who, as I mentioned at the top, have some fresher faces in their side. This one comes out to Trevor Lyle. She goes back. Now Phillips. Where can she go? Well, the pressure's high from North Lakes United early. Sitting on this one is Murkett. Looks like she's going to play quite an advanced position for the Lakes tonight. Raytano with the throw. Brought down by Swain and back to Raytano over the line. Yes, Olympic FC ball. All the way back now. Trevor Lyle comes inside. That's a nice touch. Can't get it past though. And the Lakes get the ball back, but not for long. Trevor Lyle turns and goes back. The pressure's good here though from the Lakes. That was really nice stuff from Kuipers. She's got big shoes to fill tonight. Holly Kuipers. Obviously, Ashley Hummels has scored 6 goals this year, including 1 in the Queensland Cup. But she's starting tonight on the bench. 17-year-old Holly Kuipers is leading the line for the Lakes, so it'd be great to see how she goes tonight. Oh, tapped out of there by Phillips. She's not taking any chances. And our first corner of the game. Going away with North Lakes. A little short one, doesn't quite work though. It's easily dealt with by Raytano. Comes back out to Hutchison. Flicked over. Well, good thinking, but there was no one there, and an easy collect for Chisholm. And Trevor Lyle, she's had her feet on the ball quite a lot already. Positive start for her, and there's Heron. Into Oya, who's had a fantastic year herself. 6 goals, including 2 in the Queensland Cup for the dynamic midfielder. No foul, says the referee. Play on, and North Lakes are going to get it back. Oh, good intercept there. But taken back by the Knights. And that's a smart turn by Smedley there in the pink boots. She's going to have a big role to play there at centre back tonight. That's an ambitious ball, but just too much on it for the Lakes attackers. Knocked back by Phillips. Reitano, Oya, and a bit of one-touch football here from Olympic. Comes inside. It's a good decision, Heron. Down the line. Looks like we've had a last-minute change for Olympic. We've got Ruby Sampson-Wood, who's starting here. She wasn't in the team sheets that we were given before the game, but looks like she might be starting at left back in place of Lauren Spreadborough. So we'll give you a bit more confirmation on that once we get it, but really a good opportunity there for Ruby Sampson-Wood. This is across the ground. What can Muir do here? We know she's got speed. Comes inside, but just couldn't link up with the forward there. She's going to get it back, though. Now Oya. Back to Muir. Into Phillips. Trevor Lyle. Back inside. And all the way back. Really good pressure here from North Lakes. Hutchison pressuring here. But really well held off by Phillips. Okay, sends Trevor Lyle on her way. Is it offside? Yes, it is. And it's going to be Lakes ball. So no clear-cut chances so far in this one. But it's still early days of this quarter-final. All the way back to Adams, her first touch of the game. And further across to Stathoulis. The ball by Murcutt, though, is lost in the middle. Maggio can recover it, but only momentarily. Back to Phillips. And Reitano out wide to Muir. Back to Phillips, and all the way back to Chisholm. Tierney Sutherland, of course, Olympics' other keeper. She's starting tonight on the bench. That's a good block, but looks like Phillips is going to get there ahead of Kuipers. And Kuipers is still going. Chisholm takes her time to get rid of it, but does well. Smart turn. And gives it back to Phillips, who can work her way out of there and wins the throw in for her side. Now we will have to apologise. Occasionally that pole might get in the way to the right of our coverage tonight, but we'll do our very best. Here goes Daly. She's got space ahead of her. Comes inside, or does she shoot early? Oh, the ball is fumbled, but an excellent clearance there. Made up for the fumble there by Adams. And kicked out for a throw in. Smart thinking there in defence by Morris, and it was a good thing too. This ball comes over and Adams can safely clutch that one. And Smedley likes to run with the ball and sends this long one down the line, but can't get past Samson Wood. Oh, and now she gives it away. Hutchison with the ball. Was that a foul? Referee says yes. Phillips, though, I think she's pretty happy there to stop the play. Professional foul, no yellow card. Because North Lakes had a bit of a run on there. No issues scoring over the last few weeks for North Lakes. They haven't necessarily got the wins that they would have liked in the league. But over the last 2 weeks in particular, they lost 5-3 to Gold Coast Knights and then defeated FQ Academy 4-3. So plenty of goals. Here's Maggio on the ball. Tosses it up. Gets the head. And over the top. So there were 3 North Lakes players there, all really competing for the same ball, but it went safely over the top as far as Olympic are concerned. Reitano, really good pressure again from Murcutt, and North Lakes are starting to really press this game now. Through the middle, Oya. Oh, gets past. That's a nice touch. Where does she go? Down the guts. Phillips can't get there. A little bit too heavy for her. But it's stopped by Muir, and there's going to be another attack here for Olympic. Oh, nice cut out by Doran. Really well read, but then she gives it away. And a nice little chance there for North Lakes. Unfortunately, the 2 forwards just weren't quite on the same wavelength. We've got a whistle there. What's happened here? Something off the play. Did we have an extra ball on the field, perhaps? It's going to have to come all the way back. And we're going to have a restart. Trevor Lyle gets past Doran. But Doran does well in the end. Holds up Hoyer, and it's going to be a Lakes throw-in. Doran uses her big frame and does well. First touch tap over the top. Really nicely done. Hutchison, what can she do? Couldn't quite keep it down. And it's safely high and wide. But that was nice thinking there from Stathoulis, just sending the ball over quickly. Ball back in play now. And Lakes really pressing hard. Olympic finding it hard to get out of their half in the last few minutes. Casey Poyela turns onto her left, but nice defense. Oh, and that's a great sliding challenge from Maggio. Play on, says the referee. Oya, we know she's got pace. Can she find a teammate? Goes to Daly, but I think she was in offside position. Smedley tidies up just in case. And all the way back to Adams. Back to Smedley. And shut down well by Charlie Phillips, who scored on debut on the weekend for Olympic. It was a great start for the number 6. She'll be looking to obviously add to that again. Here we go, through the ball. But really well read by Chisholm. And now it sends Daly on her way. To really end-to-end stuff. Cuts back inside. Looking for Phillips, couldn't quite get her. Almost a chance for Hutchison at the other end, and well read again by North Lakes. Happy just to smash it back out and have a reset. Phillips gives it away. Doran all the way back to Stathoulis. Sorry, Morris. She's going to have a look at some options now. Has to go back. I'm happy to. Take her time. Adams, Smedley. Nice by Doran. Casey Poyler looking to cross, I think. Didn't get any of it. And it skewed off the side of her boot. Trevor Lyle, gee, she was really tucked in a corner there. Kuipers did well initially to get it back, but the cavalry arrived. Now here's Oya. Daly, a long way down the ground. Phillips in the middle. Can she send Muir on her way? Was that a foul? That looked like a foul. It certainly was. Against Stathoulis, just stuck the leg in there to make sure that the attack stopped, and it was a good thing she did, because if the ball got through to Muir, it could have been big problems for North Lake. So that's the first yellow card of the game. And it's come in the 16th minute. Inside to Phillips. Gee, she's got space there. Nice turn. But cut off by Hutchison, who does well. Cleared out of there. Absolutely no chances taken. Here's Oya. Back to Phillips, and now we might see Olympic have a bit of a go at attacking for a bit. Last 5 minutes definitely felt like Lakes' game, but it's still early days in this one. Samson Wood does well. Nice block. Phillips is happy to shepherd the ball out for throw in. And goes for the long throw. Here's Swain over the top. Gets inside the box. Heads back to Daly. Now Trevor Lyle. And Oya. Good defence here from Lakes. They've done well, but Oya still manages to wriggle her way through. Sends it into the middle. Cleared out of there by Morris. Not the first time tonight she's been the saviour on the last line. Guessing it won't be the last either. Phillips uses her pace down the line. Can't quite keep it in play though, so that one is going to fly safely through for a goal kick. Yeah, so if you missed that, the first yellow card of the game, it's gone to Sophia Stathoulis from North Lakes United, so she's going to have to be very careful for the rest of this one. Maggio. Smedley. Sends another long ball up there, looking for Hutchison or Kuipers. Oh, nice touch here. Really good play from Murcutt. Still going. Ran out of room in the end, and we'll have to go back, but maintains possession. Nice run from Murcutt, that was good. And this one makes Smedley work, but she won't mind too much. Likes having the ball right down close to those pink boots. And sends it back to Adams. Over the top. Looking for Morris out there, who's going up the ground, but she couldn't quite keep it under her feet, and even not a lot of pressure on her, but that's rolled out for a goal kick. So now it's time for Olympic to launch an attack, potentially. Really good work from Hutchison. Wins the ball back, close to the box. But it all amounts to nothing. But they're going to get another attack here, are they? No, not quite. That ball forward from Fraser just had a little bit too much pepper on it. There was no one there to receive. Here's Muir. Always making things happen on that right side. Looking for Swain, but the ball has a bit too much on it for her. See, when Muir and Swain and Daly and now Phillips get going, it's a real good sight, especially for Olympic FC fans. Can they find the connection tonight? Wow, this is a nice move from Swain. Does she go back to Oya? No, she goes for Phillips. Who's going to have to go all the way back. Sorry, Heron, my apologies. Now back to Reitano. The pressure's there from Urquhart. It's really good pressure too. Forces them all the way back to Chisholm. And Samson Wood. Charlie Phillips is down the ground. Can't get past Doran. Or Kuipers for that matter. And the referee says play on. Didn't look to be too much wrong with that. Just a bit of body contact. Oh, this ball. Oh, well won there by Muir. Used her body superbly. Now has space on the right. Can she formulate an attack? Well, she did find Daly. Who's moved into the right-hand side, it looks like. An early switch of things. But this is going back Lakes' way. Murcutt couldn't get past Reitano. Swain. Oya. Does she go wider? Trevor Lyle? No, she runs herself with the ball. Now Trevor Lyle has a chance to cross. And she does, but it's a very, very strong intercept from Daniela Casey-Poila. Throw in. Nice run from Daly, but just stuck a leg in and caught Hutchison there, so we're going to have a restart here, allowing all the players to get ahead of the ball. Oh, Smedley gave Maggio a bit of work to do there, but it's going to work out okay. Now Morris, who started well, Morris, on the left-hand side there. Given away, though, in the middle. Now Swain, does she run? No, she turns. Instead, she looks for Muir, who sends it on to Daly, who's inside the box. Went for the early shot, but didn't quite get the connection. And it's going to be a goal kick. It's the first real shot of the match for Olympic, by my calculations. Mind you, they've had the ball inside Lakes' 18-yard box on numerous occasions, so getting it up there. So we see a behind kicked in the adjacent ground. Adams looking for distance, but can't get it past Muir. Phillips. Back to Muir. She can't get past Hutchison. And now Lakes can run potentially. Kuipers goes back to Morris. Uses her left, and that's a nice flick on by Hutchison, but couldn't get it past. No foul, says the referee. Look to be some hands involved. None illegally, though, says the ref. Muir with speed and touch. She's got the pace on Morris. Goes for the cross. Daly's at the back post. Almost gets through to her. Casey-Poila. Make sure it's cleared, though. Trevor Lyle takes her on. Now Charlie Phillips. Uses her support. Heron. Just mistimes that one. Samson Wood loses the ball. There's definitely a tug of the jumper there. Definitely a tug, and Kuipers wins the free kick for her side. Down the line looking for Doran, but it's well read. Trevor Lyle, she's been busy on that side. A bit of frustration showing from both sides now, I think. The pressure and the defence from both sides has been really high, meaning that stringing several passes together has been pretty much non-existent, but that's what you expect in a quarterfinal. Stakes are high, and they know that a place in the semis would be great reward. North Lakes playing a bit under strength, of course. Perhaps Anthony Costa just prioritising the league at this stage, where they sit second from bottom. But they're giving a good fist to this one as Doran gets it inside the box. Almost fell to the feet of Hutchison. Well brought down by Swain, in fact. And now Oya at the other end of the ground has an opportunity to run. She takes on Smedley and does well. Past Casey Poyler. Back to Swain. Does she use Muir? Yes, she does. The Lakes numbers have managed to get back, however. And it feels like this threat has passed, at least momentarily. Oya. Casey Poyler does well. Finds Kuipers. And sends Hutchison on a run, but she cannot beat Reitano to the ball. Oh, Murcutt almost sweating on a mistake from Chisholm. And it's back with Muir. So there have been little glimpses, just like that. Nearly moments, I guess you'd call them. Here's Trevor Lyle. This isn't a nearly moment. This is a genuine moment. Can she get past Smedley? No, she can't. Or she fouled. No, she wasn't. Does she win it back? Yes, she does. Gets it inside. Just across the face. And Morris is there to clean up once again. Great play from Trevor Lyle. My word, that was exciting. Not sure if our replay is going to quite catch it. Just the across the face shot there. So I don't think that'll go down as a shot, but exciting stuff nonetheless. Morris boots it forward, hoping that Murcutt can run onto it. But as we've seen all night, the Lakes, they're going to press high and they're going to press hard. And it's caused some nervy moments for the Olympic defence. Samson Wood gets it to Heron. And now Reitano, but cut off by Morris. So Sarah Daly, she's the leading scorer for Olympic in the Queensland Cup so far this year with 5 goals. 13 in all competitions, including the FQPL and the Kappa Pro Series. But here's Murcutt now on the fast break. Does she get inside the box? She does, but beautiful defence by Olympic. They got back in numbers, they didn't panic, and the attack is snuffed out. Hutchison does her best, but Phillips wins the the throw in. Out the back, Smedley. Some quick touches here. And Adams is well outside of her area, but it was a good thing she was. Well, this ball sort of floats up. It's cleared by Raitano. This one's in an awkward position as well, but Adams does well. Trevor Lyle at the feet of Daly. Now Swain. And now onto Phillips. Oh, good pressure from Casey Poyler. She's been impressive out there at right back. And she wins the ball back for her side. So 30 minutes, half an hour done in this one. No clear-cut chances, no goals yet. One yellow card. That came 14 minutes ago. To Sophie Stathoulis for North Lakes United. Oh, here's a chance. Daly couldn't control it. And booted away. Oh yeah, what can she create? Oh, that's a lovely ball into Swain. Lovely turn from her. Feeds it to Muir. Inside the box. Low cross. Well collected by Adams. Rio Oya perhaps starting to get a bit busy. She scored twice in the Queensland Cup, and now here's Trevor Lyle intercepting. Just too much on her for Daly. So these little half chances are getting created now. Can they capitalise? Adams clears and Doran gets ahead. I think it came off the foot of Trevor Lyle. Or Phillips. Yes, it did. So throw in to North Lakes. The last few minutes has definitely felt like it's been more Olympics game, but North Lakes have had moments and periods of dominance too. Here's Kuipers. Running at Phillips. Goes for the long left foot shot. It's not a bad effort, but it's not going to beat Chisholm. In goal. Trevor Lyle back to Chisholm. Skews off the side. Oh, he does a lot of control. Don't think she realised that North Lakes was right there. Now Charlie Phillips, though. Trevor Lyle. Swain. Gives it away. And a free kick. Against Heron, I believe. Yeah, she was just late. It's a good decision. Where to here for Fraser. Down the middle, but repelled. Now Hutchison has a bit of time and space. Gets past her first player. Now Kuipers into the box. Snuffed out though. Snuffed out quite comfortably in the end by Kiralee Phillips, who is in charge, leading this side tonight. A 2-0 win for Olympic on the weekend over Caboolture. Inside to Doran. And now Hutchison, she turns on her right foot, has a shot. It's a good shot too, but well saved by Chisholm. Really good save. Good football all round, really. Nice intent from Hutchison. First time we've seen that from her. While we were watching the replay, North Lakes United want to throw in through the legs of Dora. Oh, is this a chance? Chisholm came out. The pressure was great from Murcutt. And the back pass, well, it either wasn't the right option or it didn't have enough power because it put her keeper in a whole lot of trouble. And maybe a bit fortuitously they got away with that one, Olympic. Inside by Trevor Lyle. All the way back to Phillips. Kirralie Phillips, that is. Now Reitano. Now Muir inside to Charlie Phillips. Nice challenge there by Stathoulis though. Wins it back. And Adams sends it up long to Doran. Well, he's going to win it back though. Back to Kirralie Phillips. And Murcutt, she's been pressing hard all night. Now is no exception either. Samson Wood. Nowhere really to go at the minute for Olympic. 10 minutes left in this half. Reitano to Phillips. Nice touch onto Muir, but she loses the ball, and Morris is going to have a chance to start something here from the left. Long throw down the line. Yep. Makes her team about 25 metres, so that's a win. Where to next? Another long throw. She's got it in her. Here it comes. No one really there though, as far as Lakes are concerned. Now Phillips finds Daly, who gets it past Fraser and has a bit of a look. Can she keep it in? No, she can't. Yes, she can. I think she's won herself a free kick. What happened there? Referee was definitely pointing Olympics' way. Yeah, it must have been a bit further back. So advantage was played, but then obviously the ref decided that there was none, so we brought it back. Reitano up the middle. Oh yeah, nice touch. She's got beautiful touch of the ball. Phillips is forced all the way back. Samson Wood doesn't panic. Neither does Trevor Lyle, does well. Oh yeah. Plenty of red shirts there. Over the top to Muir. That's a lovely ball. Muir just can't control it. Still has a chance though. Up against Morris. Gets inside the box, flicks it in. Daly misses the shot. Trevor Lyle, does she have a crack? No, she cuts it back inside and loses the ball. And now North Lakes have a chance on the counter. Here's Kuipers. She's got Murcutt on the other side. She goes for goal. Oh, what an effort. But a diving save from Chisholm stops that one in its tracks. Well, she had Murcutt on the other side. Maybe she was in an offside position though, so a good decision to have the shot. Love the intent there, just didn't come off for the 17-year-old. Phillips tries an ambitious spin and it comes off. Sends Daly on her way. I think she's onside here. Looked pretty good to me. One-on-one with the keeper. Well done though by Adams, forces her back outside the box. Inside to Swain. And now Oya's there, but Morris belts it out of there. Kirralie Phillips, can she bring it down? Yes, she can. Oya. Nice touch. Lovely touch. Charlie Phillips, back to Oya. A little bit too much on it for her, though. And cleared out of there by Fraser. Oh, what an exciting few minutes. Genuine chances at both ends. Daly, as I said, 13 goals to her name this year in all competitions. Had a great chance there. One-on-one with Adams, but the angle was just too tight. This one's still in play. Charlie Phillips now. Not a whole lot to go to out on the right. Uses Reitano. Now Muir. Still Muir. Oh, Daly, that's a lovely turn. One-on-one, puts it home. She doesn't make the same mistake twice. A beautiful finish from Olympics' leading goal scorer. It's her 6th in the Queensland Cup and it's her 14th in all competitions. How about that turn and touch? Beat Smedley and importantly beat the keeper Adams. Olympic FC take the lead in the 39th minute. Through who else but Sarah Daly. Magnificent goal. And they probably haven't had as many shots as North Lakes United, but they have felt close to scoring a couple of times, Olympic, so well deserved by Sarah Daly. It was a really lovely build-up from Muir. She took her time. She didn't make the wrong decision. She really waited for the right decision till the right option came, and it was Daly who, oh, what a superb first touch that was to turn her defender Smedley. Now Heron. Oh, almost gets it through for Daly again, who was hunting a second in a couple of minutes. Maggio. Only 5 minutes before the half. Can Lakes respond? They've got Casey Poyler and Doran. Well, Doran's there. So is Kuipers. Oh, but she's knocked off the ball a bit easily. Oya. Sends Daly on her way. Olympic certainly not taking the sting out of this one. They want to double their advantage. Daly comes inside. Has a shot. But it's a bit narrow. She's feeling it now, though, isn't she, Sarah Daly? She's found her range. That was a tight angle. That was asking a lot. But if anyone could pull it off, it would be her. Heron. Now Muir. Oya all the way across to Trevitt Lyle. He's been very busy today. Charlie Phillips back to Trevitt Lyle. Catching it onto Swain. No, she goes further across. Looking for Daly at the back post. Morris is there. Oh, about the 5th time. About the 5th time Morris has done the clean-up job tonight for North Lakes United. She's been excellent back there. Nikki Morris, 19-year-old defender. Really showing some potential on the left. I think we'll be seeing more of her in the future. Here's the throw to Swain. Oya. What can she create? Always looking, always formulating something. Heron. Hutchison's there to press. Now Kuipers comes in. But Olympic, they maintain the ball, and now it's Muir. There was definitely a tug on her jumper. Swain gets inside the box though. Ball still at her feet. Well cleared by Fraser. And now Merkett, can she get past Rotano? No. Well defended by the right back. You have to say Madison Rotano has had a pretty good game so far out there on the right. Well, Muir. She's creating things as herself now too. Knocked out of there by Stathoulis. Only a couple of minutes left in this first half. I think Lakes will be pretty happy with the break. They'll be able to reset, potentially make a change or two. Knocked out of there by Maggio. And Murkett, she's always looking to take on her player too, and that's good. On this occasion though, she's unsuccessful. Plenty of energy though from her, Kayla Murkett. It's good to see. And Kuipers likewise, really good press there, but Olympic FC, they're gonna potentially have another attack here through Trevor Lyle. Cuts inside, but well read by Doran. Now Hutchison. Oh, she passes to Maggio, but Maggio wasn't looking. And now Swain asks a lot of Daly, but she's quick. Oh, but so is Fraser. And we're going to have a throw in to Olympic FC with a few seconds left of regular time. Imagine there might be a minute or two of added. Hoya. Phillips at the last minute gives it to Muir. And she takes on Morris. Can she get past Nikki Morris? No, she can't. Another excellent one-on-one duel one by Morris. And the ref calls time on the first half. No added time, in fact. So it's 1-0 at the break. Olympic FC have the lead thanks to Sarah Daly's 40th minute goal. There have been plenty of chances for both sides. Please join us in 10 minutes or so when we come back for the second half. As it stands, it's Olympic FC 1, North Lakes United 0.
In 2014, when ISIS attacked our country, we faced a lot of trauma. ISIS took me and my family, and they killed a lot of people. Thousands of people are still missing, so we had to leave. We had no choice. Me and my family, we were with ISIS for 20 months. We just had to leave. We had no choice. My cousin and my sister, they sent someone over there to help us escape, and he came with a van, just like a small van. 31 people, we all got into one van. It was very hard. We were all over each other. We drove lights off so no one can see us in that village. We were just hoping to get to a safe place. We were just telling ourselves they will see us, they will find us, because ISIS were everywhere around us. When first arriving in Australia, obviously new country, new place, new life, I felt like I was a newborn to this world. It was very hard for me. I didn't have any friends. I didn't know where to go. I couldn't speak the language. That was probably one of the hardest things for me. I felt lonely. Later on, I told myself, I just have to get up and I just have to find somewhere. Find friends, just go on street, walk everywhere, find people, talk to them, and even if I don't know how to speak, just keep working hard. So I started school when I arrived in Australia in 2018 at Harristown State High School. One of my football academy coaches, he told me, Yachin, you should become a referee. And I was doing a few school games and picking up the flag and running the lines, and he told me, there's a course here in Toomba if you want to do it. Woke up that morning, should I do, should I not, should I do it or not? I just had to make a choice. The course was like starting at 9 o'clock, and I broke up at 10 o'clock, knocked on the door. Hello, who is this? I've registered, sorry, I know I'm late, but I want to become a referee, I want to do this. Once I started the course, obviously, that moment changed my mind. I was telling myself, why did I have to not to come here? Why did I have to be 1 hour late? Changed my mind, absolutely. Changed my life. I was feeling safe there, sitting by 25 people around me, talking to me in a very nice way. I was very excited. Refereeing 100% helped me to become more confident and building leadership. My life has changed a lot. Before I start, the biggest thing is you have to look professional. We have to trust ourselves, believe in each other when we are making a call. If you make a call, just be confident, just make it, okay? We need to believe in each other as well. We are a team out there. We need to look professional and have a good game. Sounds good? No worries. Let's do this. I'm feeling more comfortable, more safer. I've met a lot of kind people. They always help me and support me. I absolutely love refereeing, and it changed my life. I really enjoy it, and I don't do it for money. I just do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I have a lot of people behind the scenes. They help me and support me.
What makes Sully Sully is probably just, how energetic he is, how hard he wants to work for what he wants and everything like that, He fights hard for who he cares about and what he likes and what he enjoys. So when you get in Sully's close bubble, you really get to see him grow as a person and how much he enjoys hanging out with people and doing different things, no matter where you are. You always have a good time with Sully.
I think it was like 2 years ago. I was standing up just there, and I was like my friends, Nat and others were sitting beside me, and they were telling me, will we see you one day repping on this pitch? And I told them, yeah, maybe, hopefully. And see, here we are now.
Yeah, true, maybe.
Here we are. So since I've become a referee, first year, I just keep working really hard, and I won an award the first year. On my second year, I got onto the FK Academy for 2 years, and then after that, I won the Referee of the Year in Darling Downs, and I refereed the Darling Downs Grand Final, and went to the National Youth Championship. So big steps for me, and obviously, I want to keep growing and keep building that trust, and I'm always confident when I referee. I take every opportunities that I've been given, and I always take it no matter what opportunities I have, and I definitely want to go further. I want to become an A-League referee one day. I know it takes time. It doesn't matter if it's tomorrow, 1 month later, one year, 5 years later. I want to keep building my trust and confidence and get there. One advice I could give to people is never give up. Just keep working hard. Life is hard, but you have to work hard for it. Don't give up no matter what you do. Just keep trust in yourself, keep building trust in yourself. Take opportunities and do it, because if I've done it, I know how it feels. It was very hard for me at the beginning. I've done it. I know I can do it. I know others can do it as well.
Hardworking business. One straight off.
Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Australia over the goal, 10 minutes in.
Welcome back to FQTV's coverage of the Queensland Cup quarter-final between Olympic FC and North Lakes United. At the half, it's Olympic FC leading 1-0. It was Sarah Daly who broke the deadlock in the 40th minute with a beautiful touch and roll past the keeper. Around the grounds in the other quarter-finals tonight, Eastern Suburbs lead Michelton FC 2-0. And Kapalaba, they're down 1-0 to Brisbane City. So we'll keep an eye on those games. And you can too on FQTV's live streams. They're all there for your viewing pleasure, but stick with us in this one at Goodwin Park. It's a strong start by North Lakes United, who obviously need a goal to get back into this one. Morris sends it into the box, but there was no one there to receive it. We'll also keep an eye on any changes that the sides have made. We'll bring those to you as soon as we know. First thing jumps out is Smedley, playing centre of defence in the first half. She's made her way up and playing in a pretty attacking position, it looks like, so far for North Lakes. Here's Fraser, captaining the side tonight. Casey Poyler. Oh, that's a nice ball. Finds Kuipers. She doesn't mind a long-range shot, but she loses it. And Swain can pick it up. Muir assisted the only goal so far tonight, and she's got pace straight after the halftime break, and she wants to use it. Early cross in, looking good. Daly's there. She won't get a shot off, but she will collect. Goes back to Trevor Lyle. Now Oya just didn't quite connect, but picked up by Swain, and Olympic can keep the ball, but only momentarily. Thulis couldn't control it. Swain. Here we go. She likes to run with the ball. Where does she go from here? Uses Muir. Nobody really inside. Charlie Phillips now. Runs at the defenders. Sarah Daly has a long-range shot. It's well wide. Was there a deflection? Yes, said the referee. So in the first half, 5 shots for North Lakes United, 4 for Olympic FC, and only 1 corner, and that went to North Lakes United in the first half. So an early one from the corner of the field in the second. Muir's got space all by herself. Tries to beat Hutchison, but ran out of room. Apologies for all the other whistles that are on the adjacent field here, as you can probably hear through the effects microphone. And we've got an early substitution. Looks like Charlie Phillips with a bit of a limp there, so she's going to come off. In her place is Tessa Butzo. So Buzzo's in the 49th minute. I wonder if she just picked that up now, because otherwise you would have assumed she'd be substituted out at the halftime break. Anyhow, Tessa Buzzo into the game. Looks like she's going to take her place on the right-hand side here. Oh, Swain does really well to keep the ball away from 3 or 4 opponents. Still going. Maybe just bit off a little bit more than she could chew there, but still going. Now inside the box is Muir. Heron tries to continue the attack, but Fraser gets the ball out of there. And we've got a ball going to North Lakes. It may have been an offside. Either way, Lakes can take a breath. Casey Poyer. Kuipers does well to knock it down. Now Maggio. Cross to Morris. The touch is just a little too heavy though. And that's an early touch of the ball for Buzo. Now Morris, we've seen her execute the long throw a couple of times tonight, and obviously she's looking for a chance to do it again here. There's a little bit of movement in the middle. Instead she goes short to Hutchison. She sends in the cross. Who's at the back post? Coming up is Doran. Makes her way into the box. Tries to beat Trevor Lyle on the outside and cleaned up on the last line by Samson Wood. What can this young Lakeside manufacture here? 8 changes to their side tonight from their win on the weekend over the FQ Academy. So a completely different 11 really that they're playing with tonight, including a lot of teenagers. But they've been holding their own, that's for sure. And there have been chances. Given away. Here's a chance perhaps. Maggio looks for Kuipers. Now inside, it flicked back, but no one's there to receive. And Swain. Always running with the ball. Here's the goal scorer, Daly. Oh, well defended by Fraser though. Almost kept it in. Oh, nobody's marking Muir. We know how dangerous she can be. Couple of turns, but cut out. Now Casey Poyer. Just too heavy, that touch. Belted out of there by Fraser. And Muir thought her head was going to get removed from her body there for just half a second, I think. Falls what it lends well. Buzo with the throw. Looking for Swain. Morris is there though. Uses her body well and shepherds it over the line for a goal kick. Playing the ball quickly. Lakes throw in. Smedley. Can't keep the ball. And now Muir. To Buzo. Knocked away from her and back to Reitano, who's under pressure from Kuipers. She uses Chisholm. But Hutchison is there, gets her head to it. Knocked back. Throw in is given to Olympic. Stathoulis was absolutely convinced that it should have been her ball. Oh, touched on now though. Here's a chance for Murcutt. There's just enough red there though to repel that one. Although Murcutt keeps going and gets the ball back. Now Smedley. Where to from here for North Lakes? They're going to go for the switch to try and spread this Olympic defence. Doran crosses it in. Cleared out of there though. And we're going to have a corner kick. Raytano had to put the foot in there. It was the right call. First corner of the half for North Lakes. And Murcutt and Maggio are going to confer here and discuss and strategize and try and find a way through this Olympic FC defence, which, as I said off the top, has barely conceded in any competition so far this year. Looking pretty strong at the minute too. Here's Buzo. Maggio though, nice turn. But Muir does well to win it back. Swain couldn't get it. Now it's a foot race. Morris keeps it in. Where's her support though? It's not there. Hutchison chests it down. Muir goes long and Daly has lots of space now. Lots of space. Does she look to cut inside or does she run the ball herself? She puts it down to the feet of Muir. Cleared off the line though. It's not going to stop here though for Olympic as Trevor Lyle finds Muir again, who's moved into a more central position it looks like, but Casey Poyer does really well. Stands up tall, wins the ball back but gives it away. Heron feeds Buzo and Olympic FC are going to attack again. Daly in a very similar position. A few more numbers in the middle now though. Taking her time. Taunting Morris almost. Still with the ball. Now she loses it. Murcutt. Oh yes, that was a late one. And she might be a bit lucky to get away with that too. That was a pretty blatant free kick. Hacking at the ankles of Murcutt there, but Daly gets off with a warning. And no booking. Morris just trying to steal a little bit too much territory. Probably doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, to be honest, but that's the rule. And Buzo got ahead to it. Wasn't a lot of movement there from the Lakes attackers. Fraser. Can they get something going from the right? Doran. Through the middle. Looking for the run of Hutchison, who was over the back. Murcutt does well. But when you're pressing so high all night, it does take a toll. We might be just seeing the first signs of that now. Casey Poyer all the way across to the impressive Morris, who's had a good game. Back to Fraser. And Maggio sends it wide. Casey Poyer down the line. This looks promising. Doran does well to keep it under her control, but Trevor Lyle does just as well to clear it. And we're back where we started with Fraser. All the way across to Morris now. And they've switched it over onto the other side, but Hutchison gives it away, and that Olympic defence again looking very strong. Almost an hour played at Goodwin Park. 1-0 to Olympic FC. If they hold this lead, obviously they'll be into the Queensland Cup semi-finals. That was an interesting little play there. Half a shot, half a cross, but in the end it was a comfortable collect for Chisholm. Who gives the ball away. Now Smedley has a chance to level the scores, and she does. as Carmen is collected as you like from Gemma Smedley. That was superb. Chisholm was looking to find Kiralee Phillips. In the end, she only found Gemma Smedley. And once it was in a one-on-one position, all she had to do was pass the ball into the back of the net, which she did comfortably. It's all square here at Goodwin Park. After an hour. And what else would you expect from a quarter-final? Well, the move to take Smedley from the centre of defence up into the midfield has worked wonders for Anthony Costa's side. 1-1 in this clash. Now Muir looking to get things going immediately from the restart. There was almost something there too, wasn't there? This was Swain. Found her way into the box. And then Buzo had the shot, but didn't quite look comfortable. And how does this change the mentality of both sides now? As we've said off the top, North Lakes have some firepower on the bench, namely Ashley Hummels. And there's options there for Olympic FC too if they want to go attacking. So let's see how they go. Morris turns, uses her body well to protect the ball from Buzo. And which way is the linesman going to point? He's going to point to the left, which means it's a North Lakes ball. Flip the header on. It's no good for Lakes though. Heron has a look, takes her time, but misses her pass, which means Lakes ball once again. Murkett. Now here's Oya. Hasn't had a lot of the balls so far in the second half. She was great in the first half. Still trying to get into the game again in the second. This ball's given away. Heron, she started the second half well. Here's Muir, who assisted Sarah Daly's opener. Trevor Lyle a little too heavy that touch, and Heron is happy to put it over for a throw in. Daly, always dangerous in this area. Heron looking for Daly once again, but there were too many white shirts in the way. Adams happy to play the ball out of defence, and it works on this occasion. Looking for a long ball, looking for Heron. Hutchison knocks it on. Hummels is into the action. She's actually come onto the ground for the goal scorer, Smedley. So there you go. Smedley scores and she's straight out of the game. But as far as the Lakes are concerned, it's a pretty good replacement. Ashley Hummels, 19-year-old leading goal scorer for Lakes this season. 5 goals to her name in the NPL and 1 in the Queensland Cup so far. And now here's another chance potentially. Murkett inside. Blocked by Reitano. And knocked out of there. Yeah, Hummel's goal in the Queensland Cup came in the 2-1 win over the Peninsula Power. So she's going to be dangerous. She's got half an hour to make an impact. Because the lady she replaced, Gemma Smedley, certainly did that with the equalising goal on the 60th minute. Kuipers. She's been lively. Muir wins the throw-in, sorry, for her side. The unused substitutes for Olympic: Cuba, Gould, Foley, Lewis and Spreadborough, as well as the goalkeeper Sunderland. Let's have a look at that foul. There's the unused subs for Lakes so far. Yeah, that's just a little sloppy. The unused subs so far for Lakes: Thule, Buchanan and Joyce. Trevor Lyle, oh, nice intercept by Casey Poyler. Something was happening there. Morris. Muir gets in the way. And this one's going down the line. It's going to be an Olympic throw-in. Oh, here's Hummel. She's sweating on this. Reitano does well, though, to clear the danger. Kirley Phillips. All the way out to Muir. Nice ball across. Trevor Lyle. She's coming onto the right-hand side now. Is that a foul? No. Olympic thought it was, but it's play on, says the ref. A pesky post getting in the way of the action there for our viewers. Apologies. Now Kirley Phillips. Finds Oya. Phillips keeps running, trying to make something happen here. Oya does well. That was a fair challenge. Trevor Lyle. Back to Phillips, who's wearing the armband tonight. Well, nicely done. Hutchison did well to win the ball. Now Murcutt, she can profit. Here's Kuipers, but she was double teamed there. Lost the ball. Back into the centre. Hutchison, did she use her hand? No, says the ref. Knocked across now. Here's Hummels. Can she get the cross in? Gets the ball across. At the back post is Murcutt. And she had an open goal, but she couldn't keep the ball down. That's a golden opportunity for North Lakes. And a good show of speed there from Ashley Hummels, who got the ball over. It was parried away by Chisholm. And on her left, you would have backed her to put that one home, I reckon, most times, Kayla Murcutt. Really, really good opportunity for North Lakes, who have really started this second half in fine style. They were 1-0 down at half-time. Now it's all square, and they've certainly got the momentum. How do Olympic FC respond? Hummels. Strong on the ball, but loses it. Trevor Lyle wins it back. Casey Poyler almost wins it back. And Hutchison wants the foul. Nothing coming. Holly Kuipers though. She's got a few to beat. She does beat them all. Can she score? It's a good effort, but a good save. All the same from Chisholm. How did she beat those 3 defenders? Somehow she got her way through. There's something about her, there's no doubt about it. Now Olympic are on the run. Trying to get inside their box, which they haven't really managed to great effect so far in this half. Casey Poyler. This way, that way. It doesn't give Adams much space to work with. Trevor Lyle pressing well, and this one is nodded over for a throw in. Down the line for Swain. Been giving a lot of space out there for such a dangerous player. Here she goes again, always twisting and turning on the ball. Heron, was she fouled? No, said the referee. And now it's a foot race out to the broadcast side. Muir against Murcutt. It's been a great battle, those two on this side all night. Can't get past Morris, so that's a win for Lakes. Sent down the line, asking a lot of Hummels and Kuipers there. And this arm wrestle keeps producing. Just when it looks like one side takes the dominant position, the other fires back. The shots are pretty even so far across the match. North Lakes with 6 to Olympic FC's 5. 2 corners to 1 in favour of North Lakes as well. But crucially, 1 goal apiece. Trevor Lyle, she's had a busy day out there on the left-hand side. She's been good. Now through the middle. Go North Lakes United. Kuipers has the ball on the top of the D. It's taken away from her though. 1 back initially by Morris, but belted out. My apologies, that's Buchanan who's coming to the game. Yeah, Buchanan is into the game for North Lakes United. Looks like Stathoulis is out, and that makes sense because she's the one player on the field with a yellow to her name. So Jacqueline Buchanan, who scored against the Peninsula Power in the Queensland Cup 4th round. Boy, wouldn't she love to repeat that effort tonight. Her goal was the deciding goal, in fact, in a 2-1 win over the Power. If she managed to do the same here, it would be the exact same scoreline. Muir to Oya. Oya running on the ball, gets past a couple, gets past Morris. Can she take a shot? No, she can't. She hasn't had a lot of it this half, but she doesn't need a lot of it to make a big impact because she's a power-packed player. And look at this, with quick feet, getting past a couple of defenders and almost getting a shot away. It's great to watch as a neutral, not so much if you're a North Lakes fan. Heron Looking for a dinky ball. Doesn't quite work, but there might be another opportunity unless Ashley Hummels can do something about it. Shirley Phillips, though, always a calm head. And now Murcutt. Been tearing up the left-hand side all night and now sends Ashley Hummels on her way. Gets into the box, one-on-one. Can she beat the keeper? No, she can't. Chisholm does superbly. And while Muir runs this ball up, let's have a look at that opportunity. It was a one-on-one. Got her body in the way, got into a perfect position. And that is textbook keeping from Jaden Chisholm. Keeping her side level here. Kuipers nearly sends Ashley Hummels on her way again. Is this game about to break open? Feels like it. Got to say the defence of both sides has been pretty strong so far. I mean, the midfields have worked tirelessly, but as often happens in these games, as fatigue starts to set in, a few more gaps open up and a few more chances get created. Let's see if that happens here tonight. Or are we heading for added time? We'll know in about 15 minutes. Hard to predict which way this one is going, which is great for us, watching from the sidelines. Now Morris. Back inside to Fraser. Takes on Trevor Lyle and does it really, really well. Tapped on to Hummels, but Kuipers was in an offside position. So Buchanan getting a bit of the ball through the middle. Casey Poyler, she's been great as well. And Kuipers, well, every time she's had the ball, it seems like she's had at least 2 players on her. She's done pretty well. Doran can't control it. And the ball is claimed by Heron and thrown in pretty quickly. Daly, the goal scorer, tries to turn her player. Casey Poyler does well though. Now it's a contest. Muir wins it and takes the ball away and goes for the long shot. And it just clears the crossbar. Emily Adams' heart would have been in her mouth as that ball was sailing her direction. She may have had it covered. But what a shot from Muir. My word, it was close. Oya. Yeah, can't get past Maggio. That's good defense. Really good technique. And now Murcutt. Georgia Muir again. Into the box. Cleared by Casey Poyler. Back in her direction. And flicked down the line. Asking a lot of Kuipers again. Kiralee Phillips, though, as I said earlier, just class and composure all the way. Seems like nothing phases her. And they're going to need a cool head in this last 10 minutes here. Oh, it's a heavy touch. And it gives Olympic another look. Muir goes long down the line, looking for Daly to run onto it. In fact, she gets it back. How's the pace from her in the 80th minute? Really good to see from Georgia Muir. Sarah Daly, where does she go? Can't get it past Casey Poyler, but Rio Warrior has it. She goes for a goal. And the ball just seemed like it lost the air mid-flight, didn't it? The trajectory looked good, and then it just sort of died, and it was an easy catch for Emily Adams. But crucially, another shot on goal for Olympic FC, who, as I said, they were under the pump about 15 minutes ago. Now it seems like they've got all the running. Down the line, speaking of the devil, here's Georgie Muir again, who's been electric on the right-hand side. Inside to Swain. She turns. Can she get a shot off? Yes, she can! Just clears the top corner. And Olympic FC are getting closer. You cannot deny that. Superb turn, superb touch from Eve Swain. And on her left, that looked headed for the goal, didn't it? Whew. Three shots in about the last 3 minutes, and all pretty good ones for Olympic FC. Going to have a substitution here. Sarah Daly, the goal scorer, she's out of the game. Sorry. Maddie Foley-Lewis is in. Here's Muir. That was ambitious. Could she have run a bit further? Oya inside. Muir's there. Puts it away. And Olympic FC take the lead in the 81st minute. North Lakes just napping on the last line. Oya did well to get it across. And Muir was unmarked. And goal side. And crucially not offside. She's had a magnificent game tonight, Georgie Muir. She assisted the first goal for Sarah Daly. And now she scores the goal to put Olympic FC ahead of the game. Now North Lakes really have to put the foot down. Not long left in this one. And they find themselves behind for the second time tonight. That ball's got a little bit too much on it. No doubt, all roads are going to point to Ashley Hummels here tonight for North Lakes in this last few minutes. Only entered the game in the 62nd minute. But she's scored a stack of goals this year already. It might be their best hope in these last few minutes. Georgia Muir though, what a game from her tonight. An assist and a goal, and she's just been electric on the right-hand side. Mind you, in saying that, her almost direct opponent, Nikki Morris, has had a fabulous game. Maybe that just highlights how much of the game has been played on that side of the pitch. Another substitution. Abigail Sewell is into the game. I believe we've got Lorena Maggio out of it. So that's 3 substitutions made for North Lakes. Oya. Olympic FC controlling this one now. Can they put this game beyond doubt? Maddie Foley-Lewis, she's just come on. Muir, that attack is snuffed out really well by Fraser. Captaining tonight. She's had a really good game, Rachel Fraser, actually. She's been controlling everything that's come her way and setting up plays from the back as well. Okay, down the line, but can't get it far. So North Lakes United, they don't want to get trapped down this end of the ground. Somehow they need to break free. They've used 3 substitutions. Fraser, there she goes again. She's not going to stop hassling and asking questions. But this is going to be a corner kick. She cannot believe it, the Lakes captain. Let's have a look. We get the benefit of the replay up here. Whose boot did this come off last? Yeah, I think she was right, but we have the benefit of hindsight. And Olympic FC get their second corner of the match. In fact, yeah, the second of the half and the second of the match. This one flicks in. Adams is intercepted by her own teammate. Almost disaster there for North Lakes, but the follow-up is of no real concern. Drop kick from Adams down the guts. Kuipers does well to control it off her chest. Now she's got Merkett on the left. Hummels is in the centre, but Kira Lee Phillips, she says, I'm not going to have that, and belts it into touch. 5 minutes of regular play remaining in this one. Long throw from Morris, over the back. Oh, this ball skews off the side of the boot, and we're going to get a corner kick to North Lakes. Maybe a little bit of panic there. And it just gives the Lakes a sniff. If you've just joined us, the goals tonight have come from Sarah Daly and Georgia Muir for Olympic FC and Gemma Smedley for North Lakes United. Pretty much as soon as Smedley scored, she was subbed out. On came Ashley Hummels in the 62nd minute. Maybe they wish they could have kept Gemma out there. Nice turn by Swain. Long down the line, here's Muir. She's got the pace. Was that a foul? Yes, it was. And a yellow card to Fraser. Nothing untoward, I don't think. Legs tangled a bit, and she definitely didn't get the ball first. So it's the right decision. And Olympic FC, they're going to be happy just to take a bit more time out of this game. Fraser, the second player into the book tonight. Earlier, it was Sophia Stathoulis who was booked. Good to see Muir's up on her feet and okay. Potentially a bit of cramp. I just heard someone on the sideline asking if she wanted some pickle juice. Oh yeah, nobody really at home. In fact, at the back post, it was Buzo coming in late, but it was a bit of a nothing cross because there were no forwards up there for Olympic FC, but they don't have to score again. Not at this rate. It's North Lakes United who need to create something. Hutchison, she controlled it with her arm, according to the referee. And again, this restart, I imagine they won't be in any rush. Phillips goes out wide. And Foley Lewis has a lot of space out there. But Merkett, she's been great all night, Kayla Merkett. Who can she find? Kuipers is there, but Phillips, she's going to get there first, as she's done a lot tonight. Kuipers, the delivery to her hasn't been the best tonight. I wonder how her night could have looked differently if it had been a bit better. Oh, belted out of there with the head by Phillips. Morris opts against the long throw on this occasion and sort of duffs the cross. So that's a disappointing opportunity missed, with time now against North Lakes United. Tipped around the corner, Trevor Lyle. Doran picks it up. Cassie Poyer goes down the middle. I think that might be the play for them at the minute. Just go direct. Oyer here intercepts. Looking for Muir. Gosh, she doesn't stop running. And continually asking questions of this North Lakes defence. It's been an exciting contest tonight. We're about to find out how much added time the referee wants to play. North Lakes get the ball here. The crowd certainly making their voice heard now that their side has the lead. And that's going to be a foul against Kuipers. Swain goes down, and she's going to chew up a few more seconds here. Bit of frustration there probably from Holly Kuipers. But certainly no arguments with the decision. Now, do Olympic put any forwards up there, or do they go for the corner? How do they play this? The cross does go up at the back post again. Was Buzo, but nothing doing. So now the quick restart has to come. Buzo down the line, Trevor Lyles there. And off the leg of Casey Poyer. Holding the ball there is Muir. Certainly in the top players of the match tonight, Georgia Muir, with an assist and a goal to her name. She'll be looking to put the finishing touches on this one. Everyone on the sideline wants to know how long is left. I think we're going to get a substitution, in fact. No, we're waiting for the ball to be returned. Olympic FC do have a substitution up their sleeve if they want to use it to take a bit more time out of the game. And that'll do it. Olympic FC are into the Queensland Cup semi-finals thanks to a 2-1 victory over North Lakes United. Yeah, they took the lead in the first half through Sarah Daly. Gemma Smedley levelled the scores on the 60th minute for North Lakes United before Georgia Muir scored the winner, nicely assisted by Rio Oya, it must be said, in the 81st minute. It means that Olympic FC, all the way from the FQPL1, are into the semis of the Queensland Cup women's competition. Thanks for watching tonight. I've been Josh Honafinger. Please do join us for the next stage of this competition, and we'll see you next time.
Down here,